Today we have a dog that is very matted, and we came to a family house to try to catch him and give him groom, because the owner was refused by a lot of the groomers because her dog was just too aggressive and wouldn't cooperate on the grooming table. The dog also did not allow the owner to lift him up, and eventually we put some food in the cage, some salami, and the dog went in the cage and we closed it. Another thing, guys, is that we created Patreon, and if you want to, you can support us with a monthly donation of $10. The link of our Patreon is going to be in the description of this video and also in pinned comment. And here I am put in the cage, and the owner went inside to bring some food, and actually the dog just walked in and we closed the cage, and then the veterinarian sedated the dog, and here's the rest of the story. Hello grooming lovers, here we are at the veterinarian. We came here to give this I don't know what breed he is. He looks like some kind of Havanese. He also has colors like Shih Tzu. He's not a Shih Tzu. He's some mixed breed that is very matted, and the mats seem to be very close to the skin in some areas, and they're all tied together, so the back looks like a shield. The owner told us that he is fine, not aggressive when you want to play, and he also approached us, allowed us to pet him, to play with him, but when the owner tried to lift him up, he was so aggressive, and the owner said that he is very aggressive when he needs to be groomed. So we took him here to get sedated, and we're going to give him a groom like this. I'm preparing my blade. This is a 10 blade, the blade that I use most often with these matted dogs, and I'm going to start. You can see that, you can feel that this dog is also pretty skinny. You can feel his ribs. He has like some bump here, I don't know what it is. I'll ask the veterinarian later to check it out. So this dog has an owner that is obviously not taking enough care of him. The dog should not be in this type of condition. I have to say that he lives in a small village. Most of these dogs that we groom are from small villages in Serbian region Vojvodina, Serbian part Vojvodina, and are always like from 40 minutes to have 2 hour and a half driving from our city. And most of them, you know, live in their backyard. A lot of the times people who have these dogs with continuously growing hair, the smokers, and who live in areas where there are no groomers, the dogs end up in this type of condition because, you know, they don't have a groomer in their place, so they're grooming the dog by themselves. Eventually, because they're not working with the dog does not allow them to. The dog is not allowing them to groom him, and it gets aggressive every time they try to scissor some hair off, and they just give up and let the dog's hair grow until it gets in this condition or even worse. And sometimes they even toss the dog on the street. Sometimes it is better for the dog to be tossed on the street because maybe some people will find him and help him before he gets, you know, hit by a car or something like that. So I'm not saying that is a good option, but I think that if you have a dog you cannot take care of, you should find someone who will, and don't keep a dog suffering, and don't just toss a dog on the street. I'm hoping that the camera angle is good and you can see what I'm doing. It's hard to maintain a good camera angle all of the time, but I'm trying to make you see what I see. So my friend Alexander, my lazy friend Alexander here, just asked the veterinarian to play a game here.
This is bullshit.
He asked the veterinarian if he can play pinball while I'm working, because Counter-Strike. But they said no. Maybe it would be easier for me if he just played the game, because
It's not my idea.
you know.
Čep,
Skinut ću ako.
za Balkan?
Skinut ću ako dan.
Bila,
Da.
pazi u,
A da.
idemo u...
Ne bacio tamo.
Nisam mogu boći nađi zakove, ne znam.
Ozbiljno?
Ne. Možda nismo poneli uopšte.
Počekaj mi tu stolicu. Trebam da sednem leđama, ubijaju. So my friend's birthday was in March. His birthday. Did you know?
Yeah.
I bought him a good present, and after more than 2 months, he now took me and paid the breakfast, you know, like his treat. After 2 months. But okay.
Ovo je isto. Koji je?
Da. Can't go. Oh, vidi krpelj. Oh, jeben ti krpelj. Okay, this is a live tick. Daj nešto, brate.
Stavi ga vam.
Tako natopi ga. A ubit će ga to. Yeah, so he drove to that place and gave a dog a pill called Simparica, which kills all the ticks and fleas within 24 hours. So it hasn't been 24 hours since he was there, but I bet it killed a lot. Unfortunately, we can see a live tick here, which I really don't like. Oh, ubi ga, evo gotovo je. You guys, we have to know that none of these protections are 100% effective. And there's a lot of ticks here in Serbia, and unfortunately a lot of the owners don't use any kind of protection against them. So we started practicing going to their place a few days before. This was only 1 day before, but we couldn't do it different. Going to their place a few days before and giving them a pill that will kill them, because some of the owners also lie about giving the dog some kinds of protections. Some owners gave the dog protection, but protections were not strong enough, good enough, or that they did not apply it the way it should be. And you have problems, you have hundreds and hundreds of live ticks in your car on the dog, then in your salon, and we just don't want that anymore. This way it's much easier for us to just give a dog a pill.
Još? Da imaš ono da nađi, da pitam ga.
A ima negde, brate. Ne, pa pogledaj, nemoj, pogledaj, ima to tu.
Tu je ono, sam ja.
Možda u nekoj kesi, brate, nemam pojma. Jel nema? Čekaj. A ovo je kesi.
Ja imam ovdje moći.
ispitao.
Mrtav je.
Evo ga još jedan.
Taj
Okay,
sam
this one, ne, nije gotovo, je mrtav.
mrtav.
This one is dead too. Okay, I'm going to groom dog's face. I'm also going to cut it short because I might leave it longer and make a cute head, but who knows when this dog is going to get the next haircut. It's better to make it short. Okay, so we turned him on the other side. This groom is going pretty easily, pretty well. Hopefully it will stay that way. Yesterday's groom, you know, the groom from the previous video. When we had that Maltese with so matted legs, that was a hard job, the hardest job I like ever.
Ukrivo ti sve kamere.
Kako? He just wants to be on the video, sorry guys, don't mind him. Pokazao?
Nisam, nisam.
Sigurno nisi.
Nisam sa strane. Nisam možda. A vidiš, nisam. Krasta neka, ne? Ne krpelj.
Ovdje je krpelj.
Ovo krasta ili krpelj vidi?
Krasta, ja ti je krpelj ovdje.
Isto suv.
Stupak je this blade got a dual.
Ideš na čan?
Treba se.
Što ne?
Treba se sa njim bratom, a nešto ne može.
Izi.
Snima.
Može buća.
Hoće ima da radi.
Pa brzo ja stigla. Dva komada.
Živi.
Ne znam. Mrtvi su. Osuši.
Okay, they're dead. Sjećamo. Sis.
Sis. My best part.
Yeah.
My best part.
Mike.
Da, ja mislim da. Sam. Stvarno slušam.
Mhm. So this is going to be the shortest video I have, one of them. It's a small dog, he is matted, but everything is not hard to groom. Again, check our previous video I didn't upload it yet, but at the time you'll be watching this video, it will be uploaded. I think I'm going to call that video the hardest job I ever did. The legs were impossible to groom. Okay, I'm going to shave his paw pads, and by that I mean shaving this here between the pads, here that collects the dirt, mud, and gets matted. It can get really unpleasant for the dog. I'm going to clip his nails. Okay. Now all I have to do is scissor a little bit around the ears and shave some parts again to make it all nice and even, and this guy is done. Yes.
Budi se sad.
Da,
No?
sad ću vidim da možeš malo. Okay.
Da, ali jedno tako
Okay, the vet gave him some more sedative and now he's sleeping again. And when he wakes up, he's going to be much more comfortable because he was not going to have all of that matted hair that caused him discomfort. Okay, I take this leg. Samo da je još malo dobro. Okay, let's groom this side of the face. Okay, I'm going to turn him on the other side. Samo skini malo te dlake što tako visi. Again, guys, there are going to be a lot of dogs that we are going to groom that have an owner and that we are going to give back to the owner. I know that it is not perfect, but if we were forcing them to give up on the dog, they even won't allow us to groom the dog. So, in addition to our situation in the country, we are doing the best we can. It's better that we at least groom the dogs and advise the owner for later, and also advise them that maybe they should give a dog away for adoption, but a lot of them won't do it. In a lot of the cases, the dog is old and very aggressive, and that combination is honestly very, very hard to adopt later. It's very hard to work with that dog, and it's hard to adopt him. A lot of the dogs get adopted in family with children, with other dogs, with cats. So in some situation, guys, the best thing we can do is groom the dog, advise the owner, maybe offer to groom the dog again after some time. We cannot groom these dogs every 2-3 months, because then we would be filled with our schedule filled with dogs with regular grooms, and we could not help matted ones. So it's a tricky situation, and it's all because of the owners who are not educated, and it's all about because of the situation in the country with the law and everything that is getting a little better, I believe and hope. And we did save a lot of dogs, we adopted a lot of dogs, we still are doing that too. But we realized that there are a lot of these matted dogs that have an owner that also need help. What is funny is that very often they are aggressive, much more aggressive than the dogs that are on the street. And it was all from bad ownership. And that's pretty much it, guys, with this dog. Okay, my friend is going to find some spots I missed.
That's it. That's it.
And that's it. I'm going to call the veterinarian so he can give these dogs some medications that are going to wake him up, and my friend is going to drive him back. That's it. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for supporting us. All of these years, this would not be possible if there were not you. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.
Već čupo. Kako se ovo to?
Evo, sad ću. Ere,
Čupo, dođi. Gdje si čupo? Gdje si čupo, dođi. Evo ga čupo.